So in 2009, FREENOW was founded as the first taxi ride-hailing app in the world, at the very same time as some of our competitors were founded. So we've invented the business model of ride-hailing, we proudly say. And ever since, we've grown in Europe as a taxi ride-hailer, and lately we've grown into other services like ride-hailing. We've grown our business in LATAM significantly under the brand of Beat. We've acquired a few businesses under the brand of Clever Taxi in Romania or Chauffeur Privé in France, which have now rebranded into Captain. So we're growing family, originally all ride-hailing, but we're starting to grow into more different mobility services as well. I think when we went into ride-hailing for taxis, we came up with certain new services like, rating the driver and giving that transparency, giving the security of not having anonymous driver and anonymous passengers. And these were massive innovations that significantly changed the experience of taking a taxi. In ride-hailing outside taxi, from the beginning, these kind of services were included, and then therefore a total new business was born, right? Taxi existed before, so here a totally new business was born, but we're all building on similar features. And then depending on which market and continent you are going in, the desire for security and safety is very different, and the desire for pricing is very different. So sometimes you go into regulated taxi, sometimes you go into private hire space, and sometimes you go into peer-to-peer business. In some cities, and for some consumers like yourself and maybe myself, convenience and price is more important, in others safety is more important. So we needed to set up a feature set that we can switch on and off by city to model something that you feel you're always using the same app, and that's obviously as it's desired and it needs to feel simple, but it's adapted to the local markets and to the local needs of the passengers. But you're right, it's always safety, security, pricing and convenience. And we've got two angles. Is we don't own cars ourselves, otherwise it would be very easy conversation that we could have. So number one is we open the communication to the drivers and the taxi companies and the ride-hailing companies, and we promote electrification into our users, if you like. Secondly, we build the product so that we promote electrification or electric fleets into the user. So by now you can choose whether you want an electric vehicle or not on our app, and by doing that and by promoting that, we kind of encourage the demand to go electrification, and then therefore go back to the supplier and go, guys, you need to do something. So because we are the platform that we are actually pushing on this. From a regional perspective, we're going to focus on Europe and LATAM, where we are strong today already. As a business development, we definitely move into the mobility as a service, although I'm cautious in using it because people use it in different ways, is in a multimodal mobility provider. And we are adding services as we speak. It's like one is coming after another. Again, this is going to be city by city, because we believe that the way we as passengers use mobility is going to change.